Here we are again in Matthew chapter 27. In Matthew chapter 27, we see here that Jesus now condemned to die by the high priest and the elders of the people. So we see here Judas came back with the money and he threw the money down before the high priest and the elders, and he said that I've betrayed innocent blood. They basically told him, we don't care, go see to it yourself. So Judas went away and hanged himself. So they took Jesus to Pilate to be crucified. But upon questioning Jesus, Pilate saw that they brought him to him because of envy, and not that he have done anything wrong deserving of death. So Pilate tried his best to set him free. But the leaders of the people and the high priest, they stirred up the people, and there was a great uproar in the place. When Pilate said that he couldn't win this case, he washed his hand from the whole thing and said, you know what, you guys go ahead and see to it yourself. So he handed him over to the soldiers, and the soldiers took him in the back and they beat him up real bad, and they put a crown of thorns upon his head, and they put a cross on his back and march him on down to a place where he's going to be crucified. On his way there to the place called the Skull, or Golgotha, Jesus was unable to bear the cross on the way, so they grab a man from Libya and have him to carry the cross the rest of the way. So when Jesus got to the place to be crucified, they nailed him to the tree. And they also nailed two thieves on either side of him, one on the right and one on the left. And they took off his outer garment, and when they took off his outer garment, the soldiers gambled for it. Then at the ninth hour, Jesus cried out with a loud voice. He said, my God, why have you forsaken me? Some thought he was crying for Elijah to come. Then he cried out again, and he gave up the ghost. And at the same time, there was a great earthquake, and the veil in the temple was rent in two, and the graves were opened, and those who were in the grave came out and walked around the city. There was a rich man named Joseph. He went to Pilate and he begged for the body of Jesus. Pilate granted him permission, and he took the body down and wrapped it in a linen cloth. Nicodemus was also there with him, but in this book of Matthew, he wasn't mentioned. The next day, the leaders of the people went to Pilate, and they told Pilate that they need a guard to keep a watch on the tomb, because Jesus said that he's going to be raised from the dead on the third day. Pilate gave them permission and gave him soldiers to watch the tomb and also put a seal upon it. And that's basically all that happened in chapter 27. We're going to look again at chapter 28.